Alright, I just got my Motion Raceworks steering column in. I just ordered the blank. I think this is gonna work. I just drilled out the, I'll show you. So I had this guy just drilled out, dremeled off the paint, cleaned it up, planned to spot weld just how they did this one. But my plan is match that up. I don't know if they run a bolt through there or weld it, I'm not sure, but just leave this entire thing how it is. I marked 2 spots, one for the actual end. Sorry, I'm holding. This one is where it actually meets up, and then this grommet went on this side, but we'll move that guy to right there, and then that way when I fill up the gearbox, when I fill it up, the oil shouldn't be able to leak out. Well, that's the plan anyways. I mean, I don't know how else everyone else is doing it, but that way I'm able to utilize this guy, and then I'm just gonna cut it so that it just sticks out just a little bit, and the receiving end for this is just the D cup or double D. Woo! Saved it, guys. Saved it. Can't be doing that. Can't be doing that. But that way I don't need to cut any of this, and then when future plans of when I change up the steering, that way it's not modified, and I can modify again if I need to. So I need to cut it twice because I don't need to, but that's staked, and those 2 screws are staked in there, and I don't feel like undoing that collar so that way I can fit it in the other one. So, I mean, giving me this much room should be plenty to slide it into the new coupler, and I hope. I got the little battery on, that's why. It was slowing down earlier, and I was like, what the hell's going on with this thing? But it's a battery. Alright, throw the 12 volt on there. So this is what I'm talking about. By take this, so that way it uses those, and it should just butt up right there. I just need to cut it like right there again, and then make the double D. I'm going to start with a little bit over. I'm going to go with about 13th thou over from the ID of the D. Alright, if you plan to do this yourself, you're going to need a pint can, spare piece of drywall, and a shop rag. That lines me up perfectly, so that way when this is fully locked, I can stay on on the parallels. And yeah, I'm just gonna take it down little by little, keep on checking, and yeah. Oh, you got it. It's still shifted, so I mean, I kind of finessed it a little bit, but yeah, I'm not sure, but it fits. I moved it over because I knew I was going to do that. See that? Smart thinker, huh? I don't have a center punch, otherwise I would have center punched it. I'm wondering if I should drill like deep in there. Because if that's sticking out that far, I mean, it starts engaging. But I feel like I need it. You know what I mean. Not gonna lie, I thought that was gonna butt up against, but I mean, I'm not mad where it's at. So, because otherwise it had, yeah, I mean, happy mistake, right? Because otherwise it would have had the friction on that. Happy mistake. Bob Ross shit. We got this earlier. Was it in? Since it's a smaller diameter, I'm gonna have to put some shims in there. So I cut it into 2 pieces, but we'll wrap it around like that. Feels pretty good. Don't know if I'll need another shim or not, but oh, it's like locked on there. It's actually rock solid now. Yeah. All right, we're good, guys. Well, I actually have the marking somewhere on there. Okay, let's see. Oh, there we go. I don't know. I can't see it, but I'm showing you onto the whatever. You see it. So we got this new tool. Buying all the new tools. Well, this is all new to me, but we'll separate that ball joint. Found a video. There's a couple ways to do it, and this is the one that I decided. I was looking at the tuning forks and stuff, but I don't know. This seemed like easy enough. I also bought a slide hammer. This grease is ridiculous too. It sticks on everything. Yeah, we're gonna remove this so that way I can get on that guy and clean everything up. I'm gonna buy a pack of new, it's not seals, the grommets or whatever. I forgot what they're called. But yeah, we're gonna replace everything under here, and well, most of it. But yeah. Jesus. Alright, it's really getting tight now. I hope I'm not breaking something. I'm gonna put safety glasses on. I don't trust that. But Jesus. How? Oh my God. Well. Alright guys, look at that. Pretty clean. Good enough for the girls that I go out with, you know? So, I was looking at the other joints and whatnot. Probably just gonna have to take everything off and, oops, sorry. Gonna have to do the same treatment. I mean, I can't just leave that in there and put in a fresh unit, you know? So. So I did all that cleaning, which, I mean, we're not even close to being done, but I took a closer look at that. Yeah, that's why you don't use a hammer. I'm going to order a new left side, and now I don't need to clean that, so cool.
just had to show you guys. I skipped a couple parts because I figured you guys wouldn't really care about me cleaning and degreasing and pulling. I pulled up. This is the center tie rod or center linkage. You see me just paint the idler arm. I ended up buying new tie rods because, well, where is it? So when I was trying to beat that guy out, I was gonna retap it and didn't realize that I schmooched it up and whatever. So I went to go buy a left one. Forgot which one's left and right, but went to go buy a left one, and apparently there's a shortage on friggin' left tie rods. There, you can get the right one all day, and it was like $13 or something. They for the right one you could get it for like $13, but there was no left one. And then on I found a pair on eBay for $50, but it was $50 shipping, of course. So whatever. And then since these look so snazzy, and since the Pitman looks pretty snazzy in there, I think it looks really nice. I figured might as well make it all look snazzy, right? Or at least better. What I was trying to say was that I'm sure I didn't need to show you guys what removing a bunch of grease looked like. It was all caked on there. And the best tool, so I bought that kit on Amazon. Bunch of brushes and like steel brush. It came with a steel brush, brass brush, and a nylon. And the best tool, I feel like, that came, of course you can't see it, there it is just that little spatula paint chipper thing. But that pretty much did most of the work. Oops. And I got most of the shit off, and then I just used a Scotch-Brite soaked in degreaser and got most of it off. And then I went to put it in the vise and used a wire wheel on a drill. And yeah. This is what I was talking about. Everything looked like this, and I can't be leaving that on there. Check this out, guys. Hell yeah. Looks way better. There's not just grease pouring out everywhere. Obviously, well, I don't know if it works, but I'm sure it does. But probably gonna need an alignment. And I still need to do a few more things for this, just the steering, but put tires back on. I'm gonna order the front brake kit pretty soon here. I was gonna do front and rears, but with me just getting a whole new rear end, doesn't make sense to do or to buy the rear brake kit when I'm gonna throw it away. Not throw it away, but you know what I mean. Yeah, one less thing done. All right, well, to end this video off, I'll give you a proof of concept. Oh, that feels so good. I still need to put the whatever you call this thing for the blinker. I put that on there just for proof of concept, just to see if I hadn't. I didn't account for this when I was drilling holes and whatnot, but get that on there. The only thing I need to do is put the tab wherever it is, somewhere in there. But when I put the dash in here, I'll make a tab off the dash. That way I can weld to it. And yeah, I'll lock it in. And thanks for watching, guys. Appreciate it. Have a good one.